Also, Finn, I love the you've got representation of the top.
Of
Love it.
course. Never take it off. I wear it all the time.
I'm very pleased to now pass you on to Philip, who is our Positive Voices speaker today, to tell you more about what he does. And also, thank you, Philip, for coming.
You're very welcome. Yeah, so hi everybody. Um, as they've said, I am now part of the Positive Voice team who the Terrence Higgins Trust funds. So it enables people like me to go into schools and organisations and tell our story about our experiences of living with HIV, and just to give them a bit of insight about what it's like to live with HIV and a bit of education. And it's a real privilege, especially to go into schools, because back when I was 14, we didn't have that facility. We didn't have people come into schools and talk openly and candidly about sex and about living with HIV. So it's a real privilege. And the responses that we get is incredible. But it's all enabled by the money that we raise through Terrence Higgins Trust. I was diagnosed as HIV positive in 2016. I've now ran 2 marathons and 2 half marathons, as well as shaving my head off for the big shave off, all to raise money for the Terrence Higgins Trust. And I guess it started back during lockdown. I was very lucky that I was advised, as many of us living with HIV, to be careful because we didn't know how it was going to impact people living with HIV, if we were going to be more susceptible to COVID. So I managed to escape to Cumbria to live with my mum and dad for a few months, a couple of years. And during that time, I did lockdown properly, I like to think. I just ate and drank and treated it like a holiday. But during that, I then put on 2 stone. And obviously, when it came back to opening up and coming back to reality, I felt a bit out of shape and I wanted to kind of get back into fitness. And also, it was at the same time that the brilliant series It's a Sin came out. And by this point, I'd been living quite comfortably for nearly 5 years. Although I hadn't really started to tell people, I'd told my friends and family, but I still kept it quite secret. And as well as that, I was undetectable. I was undetectable within a month. So I felt very grateful and very comfortable. And I think what It's a Sin did for me was kind of open my eyes to it wasn't like that for everybody. Like we're talking about a 40-year history where people really suffered and people continue to suffer. Although with incredible advances in medication, there is stigma. There's still a lot of work to do. And Terrence Higgins Trust is at the forefront of that work. So I wanted to do something. I wanted to give back. I wanted to get back into shape. I wanted to get back onto the road. And I remember at the time there was these couch to 5K challenges that everybody was doing just to kind of get out and get a bit more mobile. But I wanted to do more. So luckily enough, Terrence Higgins Trust gave me my first place in a London marathon. And as I say, I never ran more than 5K, but I took up the challenge and I began to enjoy it and I loved it so much. And then when the day came round, it was such an honor to do it. So this is it. 7 months of training, a lot of running, but I've done it. I've completed my first ever and last marathon. I'm so pleased, so pleased, so pleased it's over. I'm so proud. Like, this honestly, and to do it representing Terrence Higgins Trust and to raise the money. And it was a challenge, don't get me wrong. As I say, we were coming out of COVID, money was tight for everybody. But I think part of what would give you as advice, if you're concerned about the fundraising, is just tell your story, tell your experience. The first time round, I wasn't openly out about being HIV positive. So people didn't really understand why it mattered to me, why I was championing this charity. Whereas now, because I am out in public and a public speaker, I'm able to connect to it and I am able to tell people what the charity does and how it's helped me in particular. So I think that's my best piece of advice. If you're going to be posting on social media, yep, people might know about Terrence Higgins Trust, they might not. So if you can explain what they do, but certainly tell them why this charity matters to you. As for the race itself, just enjoy it. Honestly, the atmosphere, especially the London one, I did London and Brighton, and London is incredible. You've got people lining the streets who will be, especially if you've got your name on your vest, they will be cheering your name, they will be cheering you on. You will feel like a hero running down that road because they're all there lining the street, applauding you, and you will get through it. The first half hour is always hard for me in any race because that's the moment you want to give up. And then after that, your body just takes over and you just keep going. And obviously, there's lots of people handing out sweets and Lucozade and everything else to keep you going. So, yeah, enjoy every minute of it. You'll be surprised. You will get through it. You will actually enjoy it. Your legs will be killing afterwards. But then probably about a week later, you'll probably sign up for another one, like I did. But yeah, good luck to everybody. I will be there on Sunday to cheer you all on, so I'll look out for you all. And I can't wait. Like I say, it's an honour for me to wear this blue t-shirt, and I'm sure you will all feel the same.
Hi guys, my name's Orlando. I am running the London Marathon in aid of the Terrence Higgins Trust. This is the second time I'm going to be in the London Marathon, and it's the second time I'll be running for the Trust. The reason I'm running is because I'm doing a 12 sporting event for 12 charities challenge, which I started last April, and I'm completing it this year. So I've been running for 12 charities and raising as much money as I possibly can. So far, I've raised altogether over £6,000. I would like to get another £2,000, which will be for the London Marathon this Sunday that's coming, and get about £8,000 for my total target. So, yes, I've lost a lot of friends towards HIV and AIDS. Some of them are still here with me. I'm very, very grateful for that. So please, please, please go to my page. There's a link and just add a donation. That'd be so handy. Thank you so much, guys. I love you, and I'll see you Sunday.
I'm running the London Marathon on Sunday for the Terrence Higgins Trust, as my mum was one of the first nurses on the scene when the HIV and AIDS epidemic first emerged. Today, the treatment has evolved and those living with HIV can lead a normal life. However, the stigma very much remains. The Terrence Higgins Trust does so much positive work to educate and break down that stigma.
Hi, I'm Tom and I'm running the London Marathon next week for the Terrence Higgins Trust. I've been a supporter of this amazing charity for many years and it's really close to my heart. Would it be amazing for there to be a future with no new HIV cases, where those living with it have the support they need and everyone has access to good quality information? I think it's worth running like a flamingo to be able to do that.
Hi, my name's Jack and I'm running the London Marathon on Sunday the 21st of April for the Terrence Higgins Trust. Terrence Higgins Trust has done fantastic work for many, many years in supporting those living with HIV, and by running for this charity, I wanted to put my support there out for them. It's also important to me to remember and honour those people who we lost in the AIDS epidemic of the 1980s and 1990s, and to really remember that lost generation of LGBTQ plus people.
Hi, my name is Drew, and I'm running the London Marathon for the Terrence Higgins Trust because as a young LGBTQ plus person working in public health, I'm so inspired by the story of Terrence Higgins and the community health work that THT does around the country to prevent new cases, to support people living with HIV, and to erase HIV stigma. I have so many beautiful people in my life who are living with HIV who have been supported by THT. So I'm so grateful to be able to have this opportunity to give back.
Hi everyone, I'm Danny and I'm running the London Marathon on the 21st of April for the Terrence Higgins Trust. The reason I am running is because this year marks the 10th anniversary since I was first diagnosed, and I wish I found the Terrence Higgins Trust sooner. The work that they do is incredible, and their mission to end new transmissions of HIV by 2030 is just incredible, and it needs far more power behind it. So get educated, get tested, and break the stigma. Good luck everyone.
Hi everyone, it's James here. I'm running the London Marathon on Sunday for the Terrence Higgins Trust. There are lots of reasons why I've chosen to run for THT, and I think the main one is really the outreach that they do on an education mission to go into schools and places of education to kind of talk to kids And I think that's something that means a lot to me, and is something that I think I would have really benefited from had something like that been available when I was at school. So as I'm recording this, there's pretty much exactly 62 and a half hours to go before the start, and I'm guessing the other runners are the same. There's this weird mixture of excitement, nerves, some dread thrown in there as well, but we will get through this. And if any of you are thinking about running this next year or at any time in the future, if anybody tells you beetroot juice is the way to go to provide health into your body, no, just no. Even if you like beetroot juice, swerve it. Do not even go there. It's just not worth it. But to everybody that is running on Sunday, best of luck, and we've got this.
Hi, I'm Rory and I am running the London Marathon next week for Terrence Higgins Trust for a second time. I know what you're thinking, why would you put yourself through that pain again? Well, quite simply for the amazing work that Terrence Higgins Trust does, and we are here to eradicate the stigma against people living with HIV. Also, let's end those new cases, 2030. We're coming for you. Anyway, big love.